Hello everybody and good evening. Welcome back to Cluj Napoca. This is the Basketball Champions League. It is a deciding game 3 in the quarterfinals between UBT Cluj Napoca and MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg. Well, these are the sights and the sounds here in the minutes before tip-off inside the Cluj Napoca changing room. They know what's at stake. They're getting in the right place mentally, and so are the MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg players as well. All of the season really comes down to this. can they get a win to get to the Final Four? Cluj won in this very arena on April 5th, 76-73, and then in Ludwigsburg, the German club won 92-75 to force this decider. So it is game on, and the stakes could not be any higher for these teams, for these players, for these fans, for the coaches, for everybody, as they look to make it to Bilbao, which is already going to have a spectacular lineup with Bakti Manresa, with Unet Holon, Hapoel Unet Holon, and also, you better believe it, a very good Lenovo Tenerife team. So the team's warming up here before the game, and you can see that the looks of the concentration, and again, as they take aim at basically the Holy Grail, the Basketball Champions League. You want to get to the Final Four. If you get there, you have accomplished one of your preseason goals. I'm not sure how many people would have predicted either of these teams to be in this position before the season. Certainly not Cluj. You had to come through the qualifying rounds. But all they have done is put together one of the best seasons, without a doubt, the way they have come together as a team, continually met the challenges head on, and I dare say they really believe this is their year to put Romanian basketball on the map. But Ludwigsburg haven't fought as hard as they have all season long.
The whole city is burning.
Let's hear
You can
Coach
feel it
Silvershine
in the air. Tell us about
Cluj.
the feeling in the locker room right before the start.
On one side, it's great that we have this public. We have 10,000 people, but on the other side, we don't want to think on that. We want to stay locked in to know and understand what we need to do on the court, because fans can help us, but they cannot win the game for us if we don't perform well on the court.
We had two very intensive games. Give us a little bit of an expectation for today's game.
It's impossible when you speak about Ludwigsburg to don't speak about intense game and aggressive defense and offensive rebounds. That's their style. I'm sure this game will be in the same manner. They will be extremely aggressive. We need to reduce the number of offensive rebound and the number of transitions that they have, and we need to put our bodies to fight.
All the best for the match.
Thank you very much.
Well, here's the roster for Cluj Napoca. Karol Guzman, Alexandru Pasca, Brandon Brown, David Lapusta, Nandor Kudi, Stefan Grasu, Andrea Stepanovic, Stefan Bircevic, Dustin Hogue, Elijah Stewart, Patrick Richard, and Luka Kolchak.
I already asked Mihai about the crowd today, and I ask you again, will it be an extra motivation, or is it maybe the challenge to beat also this crowd today here?
Yeah, the crowd was great in game one, but yeah, we're used to it. We're used to playing in front of big crowds, and we had game one, so it should be a lot of fun and a very enthusiastic atmosphere.
You also said, talking about Ludwigsburg, you never know what's going to happen. What can you tell about your opponent today?
Yeah, they play very physical. They're an exciting team. I think it should be a great game.
All the best for this.
Thank you.
So the lineup for Ludwigsburg: Jordan Holes, Jacob Patrick, Justin Simon, Johannes Patrick, Jonathan Bayre, James Woodard, who, boy, he was terrific in the last game, wasn't he? Lukas Herzog, Jonah Radebal, Jorman Polas Bartolo, all the way down. Very talented roster. And we'll get a look at the starting fives again for both teams. Of course, Tremel Darden, the veteran who came off the bench and hit a big shot. I tell you, that game felt a lot closer than the way it finished up game 2, 92-75, with MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg winning it to pull level. So we'll also get a look at the referees. They're lining up at mid-court right now, you can see. And we've got a couple of Italians, Manuel Mazzoni, Saverio Lanzarini, and Martins Kozlovskis from Latvia. So they get a big game. And again, they don't come any bigger than this. You go back and you look at the history of the Basketball Champions League, and this is definitely the high watermark for Romanian clubs to be knocking on the door of the Final Four, and this city is buzzing about basketball because of it. But MHP Riesen, we know how they play. We know that they are going to come out and really try to be aggressive, physical, try to wreak a lot of havoc defensively, try to get some easy baskets. This is a tough team, and they will come out and without a doubt leave everything on the floor tonight. So Cluj Napoca, if they're going to realize their dream, they're going to have to overcome a very good, very determined MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg. Of course, Ludwigsburg, they've got to overcome this crowd. They've got to overcome a great team. But this is what you live for, and this is why you play professional basketball. That's why you play basketball, period, for moments like this. And look at the streamers pour in from the crowd. What an atmosphere. Wouldn't you like to be on the court for either of these teams to be in this fantastic BT Arena? The moment of truth has definitely arrived. And all of the players now being introduced here for Cluj Napoca. Again, this has been a team that has, I think, probably surpassed expectations. You go back and you look, they made it through the qualifying rounds just to make it to the regular 16, the regular season. And, well, MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg, they finished top of Group A with a 4-2 record. And then you had UBT Cluj Napoca, who finished top of Group G with 5 wins and just 1 defeat. So they both went straight to the round of 16. And you had MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg finishing 4-2, second in Group I behind Hapoel Unit Holon. Again, one of the other teams to make it to the Final Four. And Cluj Napoca finishing top of Group K with a 3-1 record. They finished ahead of Unicaja, Filo Osten, and of course Promete, who had to withdraw because of events, the terrible events taking place in their country. But UBT Cluj Napoca, again, well, how long is it going to take to clear up this? I wonder. And might the players get involved to help out? Looks like all hands on deck. Okay, here are the gentlemen that I was telling you about. Manuel Mazzoni, the crew chief tonight. In the middle from Italy, Saverio Lanzarini on the left, also an Italian. And Martins Kozlovskis from Latvia on the right. So how did Cluj Napoca bounce back from game 2, where they just did not quite have enough on the road in Germany? And perhaps one of the surprises for me was Elijah Stewart was kind of pulled out in the second half. Main offensive weapon, but Mihai Silvasan knows his team better than anybody. And he got a great game out of Kyle Guzman. Of course, always Andreas Stepanovic, Patrick Richard hit some big shots. Stefan Berchevich was kind of held in check. compared to his recent run, but nevertheless very important player. Dustin Hogue, who's a real tempest out there, but he fouled out Nandor Kuti as well. It's been Richard that has been their most efficient player. Brandon Brown has led him in scoring at 14.6 points per game. Hogue has led him in rebounding at 6.3. And Richard has averaged 14.5 points, 5 rebounds, and 4.9 assists. So you can see the value that he brings, and that's why he is their highest rated player efficiency-wise at 15.5. He does a little bit of everything, as does Brandon Brown, whose efficiency per game is 14.7, and Dustin Hogue, who is at 13.8. And if we think about MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg, it's Jonah Radeball up at 16.9 efficiency per game. Simon at 16.5, and Ethan Happ, who has been terrific for MHP in this series. He's been a real matchup problem for Cluj Napoca. Simon leads them in scoring at 14.8 points per game. Radeball 14.3, and Happ on the season at 11. And of course, Simon also their leading rebounder at 7.9. Radeball their leading assist man at 3 per game. So these two teams know each other well. That's the great thing about these series, about making the right decisions, not turning it over. All those things that you learn growing up and playing the basketball, they come to the fore in big games like this. You got to make your free throws. Everything is magnified into Game 3. So I think because of the streamers that came out, we are going to be tipping off just a little later. But again, the Cluj Napoca crowd here have got their voices, as you can see, and they are ready to rock and roll, just like I am and just like you are, as they try to make it to the Final Four, where Tenerife, Jalón, and Manresa await. Of this, the winner of this one, this quarterfinal tie of this game tonight will take on Baxi Manresa at the Final Four, and that'll be on Friday, May the 6th. So everybody knows what's in front of them, but they better not look too far ahead. They better concentrate on the here and now. So again, we're going to look at the Ludwigsburg roster. Hulls, Patrick, Simon, Johannes Patrick, Bayre, Woodard, Herzog, Radeball, Polis, Bartolo, Wobo. Never can't quite get down to the bottom there for John Patrick, the head coach. He's coached at a Final Four before. In fact, he led MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg to the Final Four in year 2 in Athens. And that was a quick look at the Cluj Napoca roster. So it looks like Manuel Mazzoni has given the signal. It's time to head over to the benches, and for the starting fives to head out to the jump, to the center circle for the jump ball. Or at least it's almost time. So year 1, folks, it was Tenerife. They would be going for their 2nd title at the Final Four. In year number 2, it was Ike, who won in front of their home crowd. In year 3, it was Virtus Bologna, who won in that amazing Final Four that was staged in Antwerp, Belgium. And then in years 4 and 5, it was San Areda Burgos, San Jose de Pablo Burgos. It was a terrific couple of seasons for Burgos, but they were eliminated earlier on in these playoffs, and well, we will have a new champion. So we're ready to San Pablo Burgos, no doubt, know what this feeling is like to make it to the top. Each of these teams 3 wins away from celebrating a title. Well, you can just sit back and listen to this crowd to get yourselves excited. We'll be able to go down to the benches as well to hear the last words, I think, from Coach Silverson and also from Coach Patrick.
Block and everything, you can come off here, and Trammell will also look to slip, and then we'll set it up there, okay? Yeah, let's go right from the start, guys. Defense, 1, 2, 3. Defense!
After the screen, you go short corner. Let's take corner. As to screw. Come ball screen, go corner. And we have this look at short road to sleeper. We have this situation. 3 guys on the way. Set the screen, man. Set the screen. Set the screen. Wait here. Set the screen. Second one. Zip one.
Well, hello everybody, good evening, and we're underway here in the decided Game 3 in Cluj Napoca, between Cluj Napoca and MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg. Cluj Napoca winning the opening tip, attacking the basket to the left, and a swat as Stepanovic goes up. And a good start defensively here for Ludwigsburg. Another rejection from Wobo. And quickly, here comes MHP. Good aggressive start. No, Carl Guzman. And now the turnover. Simon chased down from behind by Guzman. Pulls it back out. And a three-pointer. No good. Ball goes out of bounds. And back over to Cluj. So Trammell Darden with that initial block. And then Wobo got in and blocked as well. So 2 good rim protection plays. Stewart hands it off to Stepanovic. Excuse me, not Stewart. Yeah, it was Stewart. So just as a reminder, it's Vircevic, Brown, Guzman, Stewart, and Stepanovic in the starting 5 for Cluj. Darden, Holes, Radibal Simon, and Wolfart Boderman, a.k.a. Wobo, in the lineup for Ludwigsburg. And the drive and the basket is good, so positive start for Jordan Holes. He missed the early 3, but he was quiet in Game 2. He has come out. And already a new wrinkle, perhaps, we're seeing from MHP. at least in terms of scoring tonight. And now Brandon Brown loses control of the basketball, guarded by Wobo out on the perimeter. So defensively, Wobo is getting it done. And Brown is going to sit down for a second. And he's going to talk things over with his coach. Never a good sign when you get subbed out of the game a minute and a half into the contest. Radaball. So Patrick Richard checks in for Brown. Here's Simon into the paint. He follows the miss, and Elijah Stewart rebounds. Gets it over to Richard. Richard has been absolutely spectacular at times this season for Cluj Napoca. Bircevic, oh, nice little hesitation. It goes up for an easy one. The Serbia international nodding the game. Radaball from deep, and looked like his shot was blocked by Bircevic, but Mazzoni, I believe, has called a foul. There's a little bit of a late whistle, but that means 3 free throws are coming for Radaball. And it looked like he got him on the right arm. Radabas misses the first. Bircevic had a lot of issues. Picked up some fouls early in the last game. It really kind of knocked him out of kilter, but here is Radabas missing badly his first 2 attempts. Radabas had 18 points in game 2. He had 16 points here in game 1. And can you believe it? He missed all 3 free throws, and the ball goes out of bounds over to Cluj. Boy, that is a bizarre start for Radabas. He came in shooting 74% at the free throw line. So Bircevic inbounds the basketball. Boy, you would expect him to at least make a couple, and he missed all 3. And Richard, now he loses out of bounds, and really, see, that's been a kind of Death Valley over there. 2 turnovers, 1 committed by Brown. And now another has been lost. And in fact, also on that previous, after that 3rd missed free throw, Bircevic was indeed fouled by Wobo. So they came out smelling like a rose after the Bircevic foul. 3-point shot, Polas Bortolo. Well, the Cuban international striking from downtown. Stewart brings it across midcourt. Richard steps back, and that was a tough miss, but the long rebound out to Stewart. He's open, so he takes it and misses. And really cold shooting start for this Cluj Napoca team. Simon from downtown, he misses. I'm fairly certain these teams are going to heat up. They have had a cold start, however. Stewart, his pass batted by Wobo. who has played much better tonight compared to game 2 when he couldn't really get into the flow. Now he's going to come out. And Ethan Happ is going to check into the game. And again, Ethan Happ has been the big man that's really caused more problems for Cluj Napoca than anybody. Stepanovic, great pass. And easy make from Richard. Boy, terrific look. Sneaking in behind the defense. Happ over to Radabal. And Radabal misses another 3. So cold start for Radabal. And now the foul down low. Polas Bortolo battling away with Birčević. Stepanovic hands it off to Richard. Back to Stepanovic. The passing are well now. Birčević for 3. Here's Cluj Napoca in top. Let's see how they can play from the front. Patrick has checked into the game off the front of the rim. Happ rebounds it back outside. It goes. Oh boy, he has been tough. James Woodard, who's checked in, wastes no time and making his first 3. I thought he was their best player in the last game. Stewart from the elbow, and now they're starting to fall for Cluj. As Patrick gets it down low, Polas Bortolo Happ decides to take the shot and looked a little awkward, like he was going to pass it, but decided to go and puts his team back on top. Stewart drives in, high off the glass, and Stepanovic missed the tap in. Polas Bortolo, meanwhile, loses control of it. Just good defense from both Guzman and Richard. Radabal goes out. He did not start fast in the last game either. And looks like Jacob Patrick has also checked out of the game. So Simon back in and Jordan Holes back into the game. We'll see a lot of rotation here from Ludwigsburg, and the hands are up on defense and the ball goes out of bounds. Woodard, it's just so disruptive. But that was just a pass that really should have been hauled in by Dustin Hogue. Woodard, guarded by Stewart. Looks for some space, and he is fouled by Stewart with the reach. Nandor Kuti has checked into the game. For Cluj, where's number 8? He's guarding Holes. And now Nandor Kuti with an early foul coming off the bench. You just can't play defense with your hands like that. You got to move your feet. Brown back in, guarding Holes. The drive, the penetration, and Tremel Darden is fouled by Birčević. That's number 2. MHP really believe they can beat these defenders off the dribble when they come out and guard them on the perimeter. Grasu checks into the game early tonight for Cluj. And the free throw line has been an abomination so far for MHP, missing all 4 attempts. Darden finally gets one to drop. Looks like they're still picking up the streamers behind the basket. Brown over to Hogue. Richard back over. Grasu. And Happ rebounds. Happ. Oh. Well read. Dustin Hogue intercepting the pass. Brown from the wing. And Happ with another rebound. Got Darden in the corner. Here he's going back outside the holes. 8 minutes into the first quarter. Lewisburg leading by 2. Happ this time the bounce pass, and coming in and scoring from the corner was Happ. Excuse me, was Darden. The pass from Happ. Richard drives in strong, blocked, and Hogue there for the follow. So both teams attacking the rim. Attacking with their drives. Holes, well, doesn't this time. He decides to put it up from 3 and drills it. Grasu, back to Brown. Trapped and good. Great defense from Holes. Diving on the floor for the loose ball. Holes, he doesn't mess around. He clanged that one off the rim, off the back of the rim and the backboard. Grasu travels. Watch his feet. But Woodard was calling it, helping the referee with that one. Grasu didn't complain. There's Jordan Watson talking to Grasu. Jordan Watson, naturalized Romanian international. Defense from Hogue. They've got to hurry. Patrick lets it fly. Wobo rebounds the miss, and he puts up an air ball. So that's how the first quarter finishes. It was not a thing of beauty offensively. Both of these teams looked a little nervous. Maybe Hogue got away with a little bit of a foul there. Holes was able to push it back, and they got a couple of shots.
Basket, we get a great look. When you catch the ball here, it's wide open pass here. Nothing fancy. You had one nice backdoor. But when you catch the short roll, like we said, guys are open. We're moving under the basket. But unless it's wide open, just be patient here. They're scrambling back.
Especially with Hogue, he's going to switch or hedge really hard. So just, yeah, fake the screen and get out. You're going to be open
up top. What I was talking about on the horn side. Don't go setting the
set it so
screen at
high.
half court. You can get something.
Okay, just get it. That was good.
Yeah, just get out. Stay ready to shoot. All right, hey, we need to pressure these guys for real to start out with. Okay. Stay up high in the pick and roll. We missed a couple of edges, but we're good. Keep up the defensive intensity, okay? Bobo, you're in. Yorman, you're in. And you guys are in. Look to pressure him full court.
Hey!
The big guy, Grussi, he's not a great shooter, okay? Treat him like a roller. Hey. Got 0 team fouls.
Well, I didn't want to pull away. I didn't want to interrupt Patrick if you had a chance to listen to the coach to hear what he was saying. So far so good for MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg. You had to worry for their chances after Radabov missed those 3 free throws in a row early on, but they recovered nicely. And Holmes has just come out with a different mentality tonight. That's really helped him as well here at the point guard. Spot number 1. Wobo as well had a promising start. That's Patrick in the game. There's Polas Bortolo. Back outside the Holes. Shot clock winding down. Holes with a little runner. How about that finish right at the end of the shot clock? So it's Holes, Johannes Patrick, Polas Bortolo, Radabov, and Wobo in the game for Ludwigsburg. Here's the pass to Guzman. And Stepanovic crashing the offensive boards as Guzman misses. So it's Guzman, Brown, Hogue, Kuti, and Richard. And it looked like pretty good defense from behind by Radabov. Guzman also Cuban. I would suggest it's not often that you see a couple of Cubans trading blows in Europe. But we got 2 tonight. And the same quarterfinal series. Guzman and Polas Bortolo. Step back variety from Richard. That's the man they need to get going right there. Simon with a runner. And Guzman able to get the basketball. This crowd is incredible in the BT Arena. They have not stopped making noise all night. And the charge drawn by Polas Bortolo. Took one for the team. Brown just a little bit out of control. He's had a tough start tonight. Polas Bortolo goes out. Simon. Well, that was a tough shot, and good look at the follow from Darden, but great defense by Hogue. In fact, it was Darden who just missed it. Looked like he had a pretty good attempt at the putback. Great defense by Richard, though, on the block on Simon's shot. Now Brandon Brown, Radabov, rebounds and runs, looks up the floor. The pass to Wobo, he goes right at Stepanovic, now passes it back outside to Radabov. And Radabov finally rattles one in. And let's see if that gets him going. So his second three. Looked like Wobo was going to take it right to Stepanovic, but then he saw Radabov open. And Radabov, despite Guzman being right in front of him, lost it and scored. So timeout has been called by Cluj.
Every time I have the chance and rules, just contest that and box out. It's okay. Don't think of nothing else. Now, just how to play strong. Don't relax. First one. Shot two. Shot two. I want to around here to have this pass. If not, pass to 5. Look at high-low. If not, I want with back screen for 4. With back screen for 4. Okay? Then, second one, go head 2. Back screen for pass. You will say. What to do?
Well, they've had that shot from Bircevic. They also had a three-pointer from him. And Paulos Bortolos nailed this three. So just 2 of 7 from deep for Cluj. Meanwhile, 4 of 10 from Hogue is going to inbound the basketball. Stewart averages 13.6 points per game. He's got the basketball now. In game 1, he had 11 points. He had 8 in game 2. And Jacob Patrick guarding him. Now Stepanovic passes down low, and Guzman got good position on Simon. Stepanovic hasn't really gotten anything going offensively. His passing, and now he turns it over. Quickly pushes it up to Simon, who took a bump there. He goes down. Stepanovic already had position. And good hands up, and Patrick reaches in. And the ball knocked out of bounds, and it goes back over to MHP. So good hands from Jacob Patrick. Here he is, close range, and Darden now kept it alive, gets it back to Happ. And again, MHP, and Happ puts it up and in. Something about his game just really bothers this Cluj team. He's able to lean into his shots. He's got the length. 23-14, not the start that Cluj Napoca were looking for at home. And defensively, you have to say that Patrick has to be very content with how MHP have come in here tonight. Everything's contested at this end of the floor. Now the switch, Brown passes it back outside to Richard. He spins, hands it over to Hogue, hand in the face, and he still makes the three-pointer. I mean, that is good defense from MHP. Just took a great shot to beat him. Now Radabov, bounce pass, and the layup for Darden. How many times have we seen that tonight? The penetration comes from the top, and as the defense goes to close off the middle, one of the Lewisburg players just comes in from the side and has a wide open layup. Hopefully Darden is okay. Let's see how he lands. He didn't come down on anybody, so hopefully it's a little niggle. 25-17 though, the visitors on top. A very, very long way to go. Richard, Stepanovic keeps it, and double dribble on Stepanovic. Stepanovic is not going to win that argument. Yeah. Of course that's a double dribble. What in the world? He dribbled, and then he stopped like he was going to hand the ball off or make a pass, and he started dribbling again. That is a double dribble. 8 points. Oh, the pass thrown at the feet, and Ludwigsburg get it, and Woodard misses an air ball, but it's their night. Holmes has it. Good. Another three-pointer for Ludwigsburg. Boy, how tough has Holmes been tonight. He has been a different animal. Look at this. No hesitation. The pump fake leaves Brown flying past. And a player that had 9 points in game 1, 5 in game 2 is a real problem. He's got 10 points already.
If we play 5, play 5. If we execute something in offense, set screen, go on the normal side. Hey, we are overexcited. Hey, we don't win like this. We need to know what we are executing. Be shaken down. First one was good. Be shaken down. Then go fist 5. Hey, defensively, stay in 5 defense. Okay, stay in 5 defense. Switch aggressive. Let them take out from their normal game. If the ball goes in low post, front and go trap from base. Come on, hide. Hide, guys. Focus, hide,
Well, Cluj have been their own worst enemy tonight. They have turned it over 11 times. Brown has 3 turnovers. Guzman has a couple of turnovers, and Stepanovic has 3 turnovers. Just 2 turnovers for Ludwigsburg, and that's the difference in the game. Literally, Ludwigsburg 11 points. They have an 11-point lead, and they've scored 11 points off the Cluj Napoca turnovers. They are just so disruptive up top and forcing tough shots. I mean, if that is the best shot that Cluj Napoca are going to get tonight, well, it's going to be over quickly. They've got to make some adjustments. Good defense from Hogue, and if they can force some turnovers and get some easy points, that's their best option right now. Brown with a bounce pass, much better. Inside to Hogue, and 2 free throws coming. Even when MHP are beaten, they're still making it very difficult. Of course, committing the foul. And when it's raining, it's pouring. When you start to struggle in a game, it's really difficult to snap out of it. It starts to impact all aspects. And now they missed a couple of free throws. Incredible. I mean, this is their best option right here, is to get some good defense and some turnovers. But Radabov for 3. And Bercevic, good job. He was kind of coming over the back on Polas Bartolo, but was able to knock it to his teammate. Don't forget Ludwigsburg, they have had 2 games already against this, what is usually a clinical offense of Cluj Napoca, and they have really figured some things out. Cluj just looked completely lost. They can't even start their offense, and Woodard coming up and fouling Stewart, or excuse me, forcing the turnover, the travel on Stewart. Holes, they leave him open. They lived dangerously and survived. Now Brown. Hogue turns, goes up, and tough finish. Used the rim as a little bit of a shield and was able to go and score with the reverse layup. It's great play by Hogue. Look at that. So timeout.
But it's fine. We got it. It's a wide open three. We're fine.
It is a wide open three, but we can't back away when they push us.
Yeah, it's my fault because I told Jonah to clear out.
I'm talking to Ethan, Bobo. If they push you, look, slip behind them. Slip behind them. Don't back away to half court. But look, we're good here. Is everybody okay? Is everybody okay here? Look, on offense, I'd like us to run Harold. Get open. You can take the back door and then come up. We also have L4. You got to release. So when we get the ball here, set the flare. Set the flare. That's not going to be open. That's not going to be open. And then we're popping, okay? Here we go. Defense, 1, 2, 3.
So the lead is now 11 points with 3:41 remaining. And clearly a crucial stage in the game here for Cluj Napoca as they score. Now can they get a stop and go back and get that deficit under 10 points? Holds. Fell over. Was able to get it back. Now Radabah. A little bit of a mismatch. Richard, great defense. It looked like Stewart had a steal, but the foul has been called. Yeah, I think there's enough contact there on Woodard that justifies the foul. So Woodard takes his time and misses the free throw. This has been the Achilles heel for this MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg team tonight. They have not made their free throws because if they had, they would have an even much bigger lead. But so they're now 2 of 7 from the free throw line. Lanzarini over there telling Patrick to calm down. Not sure what he was arguing about. And now Silverstein wants to get in his 2 cents. These Cluj fans do not want to go home after a loss tonight. They know they have a huge opportunity. The Final Four beckons, but they've got to come from behind. Bounce pass to Hogue. Another bounce pass to Vircevic, who's tripped up. Vircevic might have caught a break there. It looked like he kind of just lost his footing. But even so, he has a chance to cut it down to 8 points. And now he misses as well. And that basket has a lid on it when it comes to free throws tonight. So finally, 1 free throw goes in. They're 1 of 4 at the line. Goes up and banks it in. He looks at the ref saying, where's the contact call? Boy, that was a tough finish. And Hogue with the foul, setting the pick. That's a good call. Holmes spins back outside. Woodard back to Holmes. Holmes at the line. Hasn't looked quite as sharp offensively tonight. Stewart spins, passes, and Bercevic has to make that shot if Stewart's going to give it up to him. Good D, though, from MHP, and now the ball, and the foul called down low. Wobo bumped as he went for the basketball. Here it is again. Look at this. Yeah, there's no go to the line. And the referees, you can see they're really trying to get control of this game right now because the physicality has gone up. That looked like a clear foul, Richard. Hulls, who really took a beating on that pick from Hogue, just keeps playing hard, and he's got 11 points. He's going to inbound. He's going to try to inbound the basketball. Jacob Patrick back into the game for Ludwigsburg, number 2. Also, Richard goes out after that last foul. In fact, they didn't call the foul on him. They called the foul on... We'll have to go back and look. There's Patrick putting up a little runner. Bercevic with the rebound. No, that foul was on Richard. There's Stewart almost forcing it up. Terrific defense from Ludwigsburg. They had him surrounded. Holes over to Patrick for 3. Good! So Patrick takes it up to the biggest lead of the night, 15 points. And this ship is sailing in the wrong direction right now for Cluj. Hogue. Oh boy, what a tough finish from Hogue, fouled by Wobo. That might just be the toughest finish of the night. They were desperate for points as well. Excellent work from Hogue, not only going past Wobo, but then avoiding a charge into Polas Bortolo. And boy, look at the battle for the rebound, won by Ludwigsburg. Free throws, just a nightmare for both teams tonight. Hulls, turn around, good! Boy, he picked a good time to have his best game of the series. 13 points. Now Brown. MHP not giving anything away cheaply tonight. They are guarding the basketball. Here's Stewart. Boy. And the foul is on Patrick. A little bit of a bump on Stewart. I just think defensively, MHP have been excellent tonight. in, and you simply cannot miss free throws at the rate this Cluj Napoca team is right now and expect to win a game 3. Stewart does make the second to get it back to a 14-point game. Final seconds ticking off the clock here in the first half. Radabot. Hap has it. Quick pass. Polas Portolo turns it over, and then a foul. Or have they called time? So that is it. That is how the quarter ends. It is not what the Cluj Napoca faithful were hoping for at halftime. MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg leading it 37-23 at UBT Cluj Napoca. Well, back to the drawing board for Cluj Napoca. They have got a lot of work to do to turn this thing around, the way especially MHP have come out focused and really riding a strong defensive effort to a 14-point lead at the break. Well, here are the best plays, some of the best plays from the first half, and Hulls has probably, the way he has acquitted himself on both ends of the floor, but especially offensively, he's probably been the best player in the game. Hulls with 13 points, and then you've got Tremel Darden with 5. You've got Saul Woodard hit the three-pointer. Three-point shot has been big tonight. 5 different players for Ludwigsburg hitting three-pointers. You got Ethan Happ, who continues to cause problems down low. He's got 5 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal to go with his 4 points. And then that was one of the assists right there from Happ.
Just get out. Stay ready to shoot.
I mean, really, no player at all has gotten it going for Cluj. Not one single player tonight, perhaps with the exception of Dustin Hogue with 9 points. Everybody else has been kept in check. And this was Radabot who put the 3 misses at the free throw line after being fouled for the 3 behind him. Well, I don't think that this Ludwigsburg team is a well-oiled machine offensively, so I think that this Cluj Napoca team is going to have its chances in the second half. But one thing that is a constant for Ludwigsburg is their defense. So from that standpoint, it's going to be difficult for Cluj. I mean, even on shots like that made by Hogue, they've made them with hands in the face. And to be fair to MHP, they came out and, again, some of their passing has been sublime, drawing the defense and then making the pass. That was Patrick with his three-pointer. As a team, they've got 8 assists, Ludwigsburg.
I'd like us to run now.
And Stepanovic has been a non-factor. I mean, it's just been a nightmare for Cluj. Well, we've been saying his name all night, Jordan Hulls. He's been hitting threes. He's scored on this runner. He's 5 of 8 from the floor. He's 2 of 5 from three-point range, including this one. He is scoring with this turnaround jump shot, and at plus 14, he is the highest rated efficiency player on the night. So Patrick Richard on that drive gave Hogue an opportunity to score 2 of his 9 points. Hogue leading the way. But Cluj, they need Richard, they need Bircevic, they need Stepanovic and Stewart to get it going offensively. I don't think Hogue could have done any more just to give them to keep them within striking distance. This was his terrific drive where he was fouled, but then he missed the free throw. Cluj, 2 of 7 at the line, just 9 of 23 overall from the floor, 39%. They are struggling almightily tonight on offense. 37-23, Ludwigsburg on top at halftime. Look at Simon go.
Ragland now counted by Matt Mitchell. Ragland now step back, takes it. Joey Ragland, Lila Tough does it again. Well, that is just a big-time three-pointer.
Has it knocked out of his hands by Darden now. Great interception for Radabal, who's coming to life, and he goes in and gets blocked at the rim. What a play by Stewart. Riesen Ludwigsburg. Watch Stewart hustle back on D. Look at this. Sensational. The boos rain down. Boy, that was close. Erlu close to a foul. Remember, Erlu was the one who fouled Marcelinho last time. Here he is. He pulls up. Pump fake. Oh, he makes it. Once again, can you believe it? Deja vu.
For Tofak Bursa, you feel for them, the way they have battled, but it's the excellence of Marcelinho Huertas at the end of games that has paid dividends. And just like Arslan never doubts his ability, this man also needs to have the basketball in his hands at the end of the game.
Danny Perez, the man who wouldn't mind having on the ball. Thomason, is he going to win it? Joe Thomason, he's done it! Up against Abromaitis, he checked back. He judged it to perfection. Hasn't scored in a while. Doesn't matter.
out there.
The patience wasn't there, and I believe that we want to play a lot of times some hero basketball, which is not the way to win this type of games. Now we need to do a much better job in executing our things in second half. That's it. I mean, we did a very good job by not allowing them a lot of offensive rebounds. They got just 4, but still we turned the ball over 13 times, and that's because of lack of execution and lack of I know I made maybe too many emotions on the offensive side.
Still Bilbao is possible. All the best.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, what a crazy first part of this match. Yeah, lead us a bit through this. It was so intense with the atmosphere, but your team seems to, yeah, made the best out of it.
Yeah, I'm very proud of our defense so far. We do have 20 minutes left, but we're used to this atmosphere. It's really loud. They're throwing stuff around. It was really exciting at the beginning, but we kept our cool and we got to keep up the defense.
What did you told your players in this, yeah, let's say intensive parts of the match?
Yeah, keep our poise. We're playing our game. We're pressing them. We're forcing turnovers, but we got to keep our poise.
Do you expect the match getting more aggressive because the last minutes were quite, yeah, let's say we felt
we're going to keep our cool. Yeah, we're going to keep our cool. Thanks.
Thank you.
Well, both those coaches talking about the turnover game, and it has certainly been the difference. That also with Cluj struggling from the free throw line. I mean, Ludwigsburg also have missed some free throws, but as long as they can be as disruptive as they have been defensively, they're going to like their chances. Again, they've scored 11 points off of the 13 turnovers committed by Cluj Napoca. And Cluj, meanwhile, have forced Ludwigsburg into just 3 turnovers and have scored no points off of those turnovers. But where it's really obvious, Ludwigsburg, for me, has just been incredibly disruptive up top, not even allowing Cluj to get into any type of offense. And you just wonder if they need some more just dribble penetration from the top. Let's listen to Coach
But they come to double
Patrick.
team from here. Remember that. So be physical and then meet the ball. And remember, the guy on the weak side is cutting through. The guy on the weak side is cutting through. Give us space. We need it. But it's about our defense. Right from the start. So Jonah, Jordan, Justin, Yorman, Bobo.
I mean, they make no secret about it. It's defense, defense, defense for MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg. And they are going to have to solve it. They're going to have to get some easy buckets. I mean, you could not have a worse first half, really, than what Cluj just experienced. They need to forget talking to the referees about the physicality of the game. It's not the referees. It's the way that MHP have come out and gotten after this Cluj Napoca team tonight.
And now Cluj need to come out. They need to win the rebounding battle. They need to force a few turnovers of their own. They need to make some shots and perhaps really at the start of their offense, instead of trying to run their offense, just try to get some dribble drive penetration. Do something different. Second half action is underway in Cluj Napoca, Romania, the deciding third game of this basketball Champions League quarterfinal. The winner advances to the Final Four in Bilbao. Bircevic comes right out, and that's a good sign. Three-pointer, his second of the night. Good start, and now they've got to take care of business at this end. Radabov gets it to Wobo, bounce pass. Great rim protection from Bircevic. Simon puts it up and does not drop. Well, I'm not sure they needed to guard Wobo out of the perimeter because that's where it created the opportunity for Ludwigsburg to score down low, but then Cluj were able to recover and get the block. So excellent start. Bircevic again. Will it be two in a row? Yes, it will. And just like that, Stefan Bircevic is on the money. The deficit has been cut to 8 points. And Coach John Patrick immediately calls timeout. And this is a man, don't forget, he has logged a lot of important miles with his national team. And that experience at the highest level certainly helping him in situations like this.
If they do curl pop stuff, you just can't drop down 2 steps. Bircevic is a shooter.
Yeah, I know that. I know
So
that.
don't drop off of him. You stay up top, okay? If you stay or switch, it doesn't matter. You can stay near him, okay?
Yeah, because I was on the other side, so I cut him off.
Yeah, we're good. Just keep your cool. Hey, go L4.
But as you look at the leading scores for MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg, I mean, it's so true. The fact that a team trailing by 14 points, they simply cannot afford a bad start to the second half. They need to come out and start strong. And Ludwigsburg, meanwhile, need to come out and really step on the throat. And they haven't done it. And all of a sudden, that deficit has been cut to 8 points. It's a new game. Cluj Napoca starting to show their real face here in the second half. Very big possession for Ludwigsburg. Stepanovic guarding Wobo. Wobo back to the basket. And he's fouled by Stepanovic. Good job, Wobo. He's been much more effective tonight. And now the entry pass to Simon. Simon, the jump shot. Oh, boy, that was money. Big time. You do not want this Cluj Napoca team to start getting that momentum. Now let's see if Bircevic, he tries to pass it down low to Stepanovic, and Wobo makes another play on defense. He has been active. Holds and runs into Stepanovic. Somehow Holds keeps the basketball, gets it to Simon, who takes a turnaround, and Stepanovic grabs the miss. Well, that was an exceptional effort by Holtz. Brown, his pass, batted by Woodard. The hands are up defensively for MHP Riesen. They are excellent defensively tonight. And you heard Patrick at halftime. He says this is not an intimidating atmosphere for them to play in. The bounce pass to Stepanovic. Silverstein has to think his team is awake now. Woodard fouled as he goes down, and they are going to count it.
Such an intelligent player. So he has a chance for three-point play. Look at the bounce pass. And this is Woodard. And Stepanovic just gives away a cheap one. And the three-point play takes it back up to an 11-point advantage. Entry pass again, Stepanovic. Oh, goodness me, missed it. Excellent work, saving it inbounds, Radabov. Stepanovic just cannot afford to miss that. Wide open holes. Oh, that's a killer. That is a 5-point swing. Guzman. The lead all the way back up to 14 points. And now Guzman's pass batted away. Good job by Happ. Woodard on the break. Good job, Stepanovic, over to Richard, who pulls up the dribble. And he is fouled. That's great work by Richard. He had to be strong with the basketball. He was, and he was fouled. So Hogue re-enters the game as Stepanovic goes out. And the passing game that is usually the strength of Cluj Napoca has just been a weakness tonight. They've had so many passes batted away, deflected. And this is from a team, again, that has played them twice already in recent times. They know exactly what they want to do. And there they are, stepping into the passing lane, and Radabov drives in for the dunk. I mean, the best preparation for a game like this is to play them twice before, and they know exactly what they want to do. I mean, it has been a thing of beauty defensively. I mean, clearly you can't make that pass. Bircevic just... Let's listen to the coach.
Who's route and back, Woodard? Who is there on the court? Other stay so, you going close out. Don't let them totally open shots. First one. Force two. Like this, pass to back. Fake, flare. For Brandon. Here on the middle. You fake and flare. Watch out that pass back. If not, continue in the ball screen roll. Okay? Hey.
Yeah, big guy has to take a foul up top. You can switch up top, but you can't let Berkovic. Now it's Hogue. He's going to do the same thing. Press right here. Defense. 1, 2, 3. Defense. Press.
Well, Silvershine shaking his head, and you know, if there is a comeback that was killed cold in its tracks, it happened when Stepanovic missed the layup, and Ludwigsburg went right to the other end and hit a three-pointer. I mean, that was an absolute killer. Brown for three, and strong rebound by Simon. Even that shot, Patrick had a hand in his face, and defensively they are just giving away nothing easily. Bounce pass, well read by Guzman, coming up with a steal. Quick pass, and now his pass batted out of bounds. When you're up 16 points as well, you can gamble off on Happ. Yeah, they're just delivering a lesson tonight defensively, this Ludwigsburg team. The only good thing you can say right now for Cluj is that they've got time to turn this around, but they got to figure it out quickly, and I'm not sure they will. Simon strikes from the left corner. The lead now 19 points. It's all going horribly wrong for the team, and White Radaball almost comes up with a steal. So Woodard called for the foul. Guzman goes out. You would think that Richard has to be the man. Oh boy, Hogue almost. Another foul, swinging his elbows. For Hogue. Having to fight his way through that defense. Now over to Richard, hand in the face. How did he make that? The shots they have made tonight have been exceptionally taken. I mean, they have been under pressure and they've been able to make some tough shots. Not many. Here's Patrick. Quick shot, but they get away with it because the ball goes down low. Great reach in by Bircevic, knocking it away. Now a chance to score on the break. Stewart from the wing. And Radaball rebounds the miss. I think Cluj will take that every time, trying to get points off turnovers. Now Happ back outside to Patrick. Simon. And a foul called on MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg. Well, where there's hope, there's life. And they do have some hope. Not much. I guess the hope is 14 minutes. Brown with a little runner, banks it in. And back to where they were at halftime. 14 points, the deficit. Brown might be a player that can create off the dribble, as we just saw. Happ, bounce pass. Oh boy, he was lucky to get away with that. Bircevic had it covered. And the pass turnover on the inbounds. Richard to the corner. Bircevic, he's made them from there before, but not this time. But Hogue there for the offensive rebound, and he's fouled by Polas Bortolo. Well, this is the kind of play that can definitely bring you back. Offensive rebounds. And he was fouled by Patrick. Hogue has been the most valuable player tonight for this Cluj Napoca team in every respect. He's got 9 points, 4 rebounds. He also has 3 fouls. Oh, and what he has not done is make his free throws. So they actually called an unsportsmanlike on Patrick. They've still got one more free throw. So Patrick Richard goes up and says, hey guys, everybody back off the line. What's going on out there? So the unsportsmanlike was indeed called on Patrick. And he misses another. Hogue, unbelievable. I mean, you just can't make it up. If it could go wrong tonight, it has gone wrong. Hogue, 0 of 4 from the line. Cluj Napoca, 2 of 8 from the line. Richard passes it back outside to Brown. And I think Richard almost has to take that shot, surely. He passed up a layup for a potential three-pointer. So Brown now will go to the line. And Brown has not attempted a free throw. Look at this. He's got the shot, but he passed it up. And now Brown misses the free throw. Points to deficit. Still time, 13 minutes, 33 seconds. And the people, what really gives you hope is this crowd. They have not given up. They know there's still time to rescue this Final Four berth. And they are as loud right now as they have been all night. Portolo, over the holes. And not this time. Great rebound by Berchevich. Stewart. And Hogue does not want to get another foul called. Stewart pulls up from deep. Stewart just can't get it going. And Berchevich now is ailing. So Berchevich, and that was a very close no call. So they called the foul on Elijah Stewart for his challenge on Polas Portolo. Boy, Stewart has really struggled tonight. He's 1 of 6 from the floor. He does have 4 rebounds, but Polas Portolo makes both, and back to a 15-point lead. So Stepanovic has to come back into the game for Berchevich. And boy, Dustin Hogue turns it over, little touch pass. And that has just let the air out of the balloon. You can feel it. Traveling. You gotta love the fight. You gotta love the fight of Dustin Hogue. Brown. Oh boy. Absolutely, completely out of sync. So the turnover on Stepanovic. Polas Portolo passes up to 3, gets it down low to Radaball, and the lead is 17 points. The pass goes out of bounds, intended for Stepanovic, and really this Cluj Napoca team is just imploding. They lost the last game. You wonder mentally where this team is after falling by 17 points in game 2, having won game 1 by 3. And the miss. So Cluj, I mean, really, it was their worst defeat. They had suffered a 16-point defeat to Unicaja, and then they lost by 17 in game 2 to MHP. So here again is Hogue at the line. And you feel for the man. He's playing his heart out, but sometimes this happens, and it's one of those nights where it's just not working at the free throw line for Dustin Hogue. He's going to step back. He's going to try something different. And the only good thing is they keep the basketball after the offensive rebound. Here he is, and he catches and he scores. And the mental game of the free throw shooting. It can be torturous at times. Hulls goes behind the back to Wobo. Hulls again. Wouldn't be surprised if he launched it. He does, and looked like he kind of fell as he launched it. Kind of lost his footing. As bad as it's been tonight for Cluj Napoca, they still have a chance. They've got 11 minutes. They're down 15 points. Hulls is going out to get a well-deserved breather. I think he's kind of laughing at his misfortune. Well, Richard, maybe more than anybody, has to be the man that starts to create his own shots. Here he goes. And he was fouled. So free throws coming for Richard. MHP have been terrific how they have basically cut the head off of the snake, cut the head of the snake off up high. They just will not allow this Cluj Napoca team to get any semblance of an offense going. And that's why a player like Patrick Richard, if he just tries to beat him off the dribble, it might be their best option, but he misses one of his 2 free throws. You just cannot make it up. Cluj, 4 of 14 at the free throw line. Patrick. And Stepanovic pushing off to get position against Wobo. I think Stepanovic probably got away with a couple of fouls there, or he got away with one foul, but they called the other one. It's hard to believe, as badly as this has gone for Cluj Napoca tonight, they're still only down by 14 points. The same deficit that they faced at halftime. And Wobo drills the first. So at the free throw line tonight, MHP. So now they're at 61.54%, 8 of 13. Jacob Patrick goes back out of the game. Woodard comes back in. Hulls back in as well. Richard. Here he goes. Puts it up, and there's the follow from Hogue. Goodness me. Right a ball for three. And still a 14-point deficit for this Cluj Napoca team as they head over to the bench. And don't think for a minute that John Patrick doesn't know this thing is not over yet. 3 quarters are in the books. And it is MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg leading at 56-42 over Cluj Napoca.
Look at Dustin mismatch, okay? Look at Dustin. You set the plan. You set the plan left for that.
Well, there haven't been many great moments tonight for Cluj Napoca. That was one of them. They had the great start to the second half. They cut the deficit to 8 points. But everything went south after Stepanovic missed a layup. And MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg answered with a 3-pointer. It's just been an uphill battle ever since. Well, it's the same talk that you had at halftime for Cluj Napoca. Get some stops, get some turnovers, get some easy buckets, get right back in it, make a few shots, but it's got to be right on the defensive end. And don't overcomplicate things on offense. If you have to go to dribble drive, if you have to go a little one-on-one, do it, because this Ludwigsburg team is jumping in the passing lanes. And Guzman called for the foul. I mean, you would think that somebody like Stewart, somebody like Brown, somebody like Richard could create. Obviously, Hogue has done it tonight, but he's got to have some help. Wobo rolls after setting the screen. Simon. And that is another foul that has been called. So Ludwigsburg again. Holds, looks for space. And the jump shot not there, and the foul coming over the back, Wobo. Guzman looks for the pass. I mean, Brown needs to go to the basket. He gets it to Stepanovic, a little runner. How about that for Stepanovic? That's been his biggest contribution tonight. And it's back to a 12-point deficit. The If they can pull this one out of the fire tonight, boy, what a story that would be for Cluj Napoca. Here they are forcing the turnover. And Richard drives in, he's fouled. Oh, he had a chance for a three. Oh, they call the travel. Oh, boy, tough break for Richard and for Cluj Napoca. What an opportunity. Great hustle from Hulls and Woodard. Portolo over to Radaball baseline, gets it inside, back to Polos Portolo, who misses the layup. Another chance for Guzman. Richard. He likes this matchup. He puts it up and can't get it to drop. Woodard. Jump shot, good from Radaball. Well, maybe Brown holds the key, and the three is good. Back to an 11-point game. You got to look for somebody that can create his own shot, because Ludwigsburg are just stifling defensively. So creating your own shot off the dribble drive. And Brown has the advantage of being a good jump shooter. I mean, he needs to be a little selfish.
He said you got to keep it left. You got to keep it left, and if we get hit, we got to step up and take away the shot. Okay, Bobo, you got Ethan here. Now look. What's the situation? Press breaker? Yeah. Okay. Let's have Yorman. Yorman, you're here. Be aware that they'll probably run to try to trap you. So weak side guy cut in front. We give ourselves some space. Okay, also if you come, we got to be aggressive with the ball. Okay, they'll foul us. They got foul trouble.
I mean, Brandon Brown is he creates a lot for his teammates. He averages, coming into this game, almost 6 assists per game, but he also shoots 46.7% from three-point range, 46.8% overall, and I think sometimes you just have to throw caution to the wind. I would say the same for Stewart, but he hasn't been in his groove at all tonight. And now the foul on Bircevic, who's back in the game, having suffered the injury, the foot injury. Three team fouls on Cluj Napoca. 11 points. It is not a mountain to climb. Maybe the way this game has gone tonight, it feels like a mountain, but you hit a couple of threes, and all of a sudden you're trailing by 5 points. So Cluj Napoca have to back themselves. They've got to keep playing great defense, and meanwhile Ludwigsburg know they have got to they've got to stay in attack mode. Polos Portolo tries to hand it off to Radaball. Look at the hustle in the defense, and almost a turnover. And all of a sudden, it's Cluj Napoca that are being more disruptive defensively. Guzman trying to deny the pass and almost causing it. Into Patrick, he puts it up. And swooping in for the rebound was Bircevic. Brown has just hit 1 3. Oh, good defense from Holmes. They're up against it now. The clock. Brown has to put. Oh, he's fouled before he attempts the 3. Single digits. And this Cluj Napoca team, their fans, they still believe. Incredibly. It has been a slog all night long. And now a big possession. Radabov. Hogue swoops in. The penetration, the drive, Brown scores! It's a 7-point game! 8 points for Brown, and Cluj Napoca, if they can get 1 or 2 more stops, they are gonna like their chances. Look at the fans, they are just praying that their team is gonna come all the way back. They trailed by as many as 19 points. Honestly, they looked dead in the water for much of the game, but here they are.
They're going to trap. Okay? Norman, you're in. You got Bobo, play the 5. Okay, you can go around them. If you have trouble, you got guys outside. All right? Hey, move 7. Yeah, be poised, be poised. Be tall, be strong. So you're at the 4, okay? You got Jake, okay? Stay ready. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Keep it. 1, 2, 3. Hey, L4.
So you can hear the Cluj Napoca fans. This is an exceptional circumstance with the Final Four berth on the line. They almost force it. Yes, they do. They get another turnover. Coming right out of the timeout. Oh, incredibly. Hulls takes it away. What a costly turnover. Simon takes the bump. And what a blown opportunity. Cluj got the turnover. Then they turned it right back. Turned it over right back as Hulls reached in and took it away. And then Simon went into attack mode. But for the first time tonight, you feel like Ludwigsburg might be a little fragile. They might be a little fragile when they've got the basketball. It's all about the defense now, the pressure from Cluj Napoca. And a clutch free throw made by Simon. Even 4, but they turned it over. And now this is a must-score possession, you feel like, for Cluj. Brown into the paint, steps back, banks it in. I mean, I think they've had him all night long, and really it is a case of Brandon Brown just, he has to be selfish now. He's got the skills, not on every possession, but on many of them. Now Polas Bortolo puts it up, and a foul called on Hogue, taking away his landing area. So Polas Bortolo goes down, he gets 3, and now a technical foul has been called on Silvachan. This is incredible. And that's a good call. I mean, that is an excellent call by Manuel Mazzoni. He absolutely put his foot right there where he landed. And this is when you have to have composure over on that bench, and it has to be from the coaching staff. And you have to say the loss of composure has been brutal in this situation for Cluj Napoca. You simply cannot complicate the situation even more by getting a technical. I mean, you saw the replay. Hoag's foot went right down under Polas Bortolo. I mean, in many respects, that's a dangerous play. And it was exactly the call that Mazzoni made. He had his eyes right on it. And Polas Bortolo, I'm not surprised, comes out because he landed on the foot of Dustin Hoag. So a technical free throw being attempted. I mean, you know what? It's the intent, you know, the blood, the juices are flowing, and at least from Cluj Napoca's standpoint, Ludwigsburg has missed the free throw. But now they'll get 3, and it's going to be Radabal who takes them, with Polas Bortolo out of the game. Remember, Radabal missed 3 free throws right at the start of the game after he was fouled while attempting a 3. And here he is making the first. Also, remember, Dustin Hoag now has 4 fouls. So the 3 free throws made by Radabal, and the lead is now 10. And you really still get the feeling like it's hold on for dear life if you're Ludwigsburg. Because this Cluj Napoca team is going to throw everything that they have in a bid to get to the Final Four. But they've got to overcome a 10-point deficit. Hoag sets the pick, he rolls into the corner, it goes, and fouled while attempting the three-pointer is Guzman by Patrick. And he wasn't fouled by Patrick, the coach, but Patrick, the player, Jacob Patrick, and it looked like he got him on the hand on the follow-through. Well, I don't really think MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg can complain too much. They've called 2 fouls on the three-point shooter tonight for Cluj Napoca. And this is the first time they've called it on MHP. And exactly, Mazzoni explains it. It's right there. We saw it on the replay. So, Richard, and also they've called a technical for disputing the foul on the bench. So talk about loss of composure. Goodness me. I don't know who it was. That was a big, it could end up being a big technical foul. So Richard makes the technical, and now Guzman makes the first of 3 free throws. You know, in the good old days, they used to say, as the home crowd, you would just be quiet and try to let your man shoot his free throws in peace, but not here in Cluj Napoca. Boy, they are loud. And Guzman makes all three. And it's a 6-point game. Well, remember that moment, 4:33 remaining, 4 points down. Excuse me, 4 points on this trip down the floor. Radabov, guarded by Guzman. And Simon, oh, they call the block. And that's it for Hogue. He is gone. Number 5. Well, he has been a real warrior tonight, Dustin Hogue, and if they do somehow come back and win this game, he is going to come out of this contest with a lot of credit. He did commit the foul on the three-point shooter the previous trip down the floor. And in some respects, that's a tough call because he was moving his feet and there was contact by Simon. You might remember the last game, it didn't seem like he got many breaks defensively. Dustin Hogue. And Simon makes just 1 of 2. Well, they've got Guzman, who's now starting to heat up, and Cluj Napoca starting to look like their old selves tonight. Right now, the bounce foul boy, Stepanovic, turns it over. It has just not been a good game for Stepanovic. Simon again. Woodard. Simon misses. Oh, nobody boxes out. Holes! Well, 2 crucial turnovers. Hulls has 18 points. The latest crucial turnover was the pass by Stepanovic. And let's listen to Coach.
3 minutes and a half left. That's enough time. We need to be perfect on the defensive side. Don't allow this type of mistakes. No allow. 5 players need to come in the paint. 3 minutes 35 more to make effort. 3 minutes 35. What we play now? Straight. Look, straight. We play like this. Bircha. No, Karen. Here. One with the ball. Back here. Set the screen for Karen. Bircha. You. Go. And you come. Look, Karen. I want you to screen and roll strong. Roll strong. You set the Spanish speak for him and go there. If we don't have something, attack dribble drive. What to do?
Well, you saw Hulls grab the offensive rebound and put it up for his easiest 2 points of the night. He was being guarded by Guzman. And when the shot went up, Guzman cut kind of more towards the middle, and Hulls went to the right side of the basket, got the ball, and scored. Still nine points between these two teams, 3.5 minutes remaining. So the game still not decided, no doubt about it. Brandon Brown into the corner. Birkovic for 3. And there's Stewart tying up Woodard. And it's going to be Cluj basketball. So it's Birkovic, Brown, Guzman, Richard, and Stewart, and Stepanovic has gone out. Brown, bounce pass to Guzman. He goes up, he gets rejected. What a swat. What rim protection by Simon. Wow. Not in this house. God. 11 on the shot clock. Richard drifts in, and his pass back outside, intercepted. And here goes Woodard, and he's blocked. But goal interference. And for the umpteenth time tonight, the MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg team has gotten their hands up, gotten into the passing lanes, and forced a turnover. Brown defers again, and another turnover. And the defense of MHP, you have to say, has been what has decided this game tonight. And a technical foul has now been called on Silvason, and Cluj Napoca unraveling. So Silvason he went too far to complain, saying that the ball had gone off of the foot of MHP, so it should have been a kick. Watch this. And, well, I think he's right. I think that should have been the basketball. I think it should have been a kick, and it should have been their possession. So, unfortunate break that time for Silvason, and I think he has to leave after a second technical. So with Silvason gone, it was already a mountain to climb. Now Woodard puts up a three, and Stewart rebounds the miss. So it'll be Milorad Perovic who now calls the shots, his assistant coach. And again, another pass, and they come in and they get another steal, but they're not able to control it. But all credit to MHP tonight. Defensively, they have been excellent. I mean, they have been better than excellent. They have just completely dominated the game with their defense. Yes, there have been some mistakes for Cluj Napoca, but it's the defense of MHP that has reigned supreme tonight. Richard from three, good. Late in the shot clock, and that does give them a little bit of hope here in the final 2 minutes. Still will be a minor miracle if they can overturn this deficit, but they've still got a little bit of hope. MHP running some time off the clock. Now Simon, quick pass, Radabov, nowhere to go, and he's fouled by Bircevic. And Bircevic, if he doesn't lower his hands, there's no doubt that is a foul. I mean, that is a hack. So Radabov makes the first, and this incredible crowd here in the BT Arena, and it has been incredible all season, but it has been especially incredible in the postseason. Has not been enough, it seems, to knock MHP out of their stride. They have thrived in this environment. Here goes another pass, and the dunk, and the foul. Wow. What a play from Brown. I thought he should have shot it, but it's a good thing he didn't, because he got into Stewart, who now has a chance for a three-point play. So Radabov with the foul. And good call as Radabov came in from behind and got his right forearm into the back of Stewart. So there's still some hope here for Cluj Napoca, incredibly. And Stewart completes the three-point play. Now, can they force another turnover? Can they get a steal, perhaps? Oh, boy, and they do get this. Oh, they force the turnover. No, jump ball possession arrow, and this time it will belong to Ludwigsburg. Still some basketball to be played, folks. You got to play all 40 minutes. The cracks have shown a couple of times tonight in this very department. Hull's not able to catch it cleanly or control it. Both teams with 23 makes inside the arc. It's an interesting stat, isn't it? But it's Ludwigsburg up by 7. Holds. You don't want to foul now late in the shot clock. Brown guarding Holds. A made shot here is going to make it awfully difficult. Simon gets away. And, oh, he misses, but he gets the rebound. But he passes it to Guzman, who is fouled. And Perovic appealing for an unsportsmanlike. Well, this just does not seem possible that they have hope, but they do indeed. They're down 7, and the foul has stopped the clock and has put Guzman on the line. And Silverstein, who's not able to coach his team now because of the technicals, has to watch. There's Guzman, the Cuban. Well, if you're going to miss the free throw, don't miss the first one. Well, they've shot themselves in the foot at the free throw line tonight. 9 of 21, 10 of 22 now. And they're 2 3-pointers from tying this thing up. But they got to get some stops. Radaba able to get it across midcourt. Now Simon. Brown does not want to foul. You wouldn't think. So much time has gone off the clock. They pass it, and that has been the play that has killed them all night long. As the defense chases and they try to cut off the penetration, Guzman has to leave his man. And by doing that, it leaves Simon wide open coming down the baseline. That play has gotten this Ludwigsburg team probably 12 points, 14 points tonight.
You shoot or reach a pass to shoot, and we go to rebound. If we score, we continue, we press, but immediately we go to first pass, we go to trap. Let's go, guys, let's go. 1, 2, 3. Switch. You good? Stay up on the shooters. Stay up on the shooters. We're good here. Rebound. Rebound. They take it. Oh, okay. Be aware of the pass over the top. You see that. Also be aware of the slip, back screen slip. Go ahead.
Well, if you're a Cluj fan, you're at least happy that your team has been able to make a little run here at the end to make this interesting. But with 45 seconds left and down 8 points, it's going to be awfully difficult. You're going to have to get you'd think, something quick here. Richard fouled, and just a terrible, terrible play by Radaba. You stop the clock, and you put Richard on the line. I mean, I say it's terrible because your defense has been your defining trait tonight, so it's kind of hard not to play defense the way they play. But in this case, they've called the foul and they've stopped the clock, and now Richard with some must-makes. And Richard makes the first, and you heard what the coach Perovic said, who's taken over for Silverstein, who's been ejected. He said, we'll keep the press on if we score. I guess that's kind of a no-brainer, really. Here is, he makes it, so it's back to a 6-point game. Quick trap, and Radabach has it, and somebody has gone down for Ludwigsburg, and they take it away. Guzman, and then he's fouled again by Radabach, and they stop the clock. And Patrick is arguing that his player got hurt, I think, and they should have stopped the clock. And there's no doubt about the foul by Radabach. And I don't think they're going to look at this as an unsportsmanlike, but there's going to be 2 more free throws. And this is just turning into a very long final minute for Ludwigsburg. I don't know if they're asking for an unsportsmanlike call review on Radabach or if they're calling the defense. Guzman's been pretty tough at the line tonight. He's actually been good. He's now 5 of 6 at the line. So he's the man you want there. Make it 6 of 7, and it's a 4-point game, folks. You cannot make this up. How in the world, Cluj Napoca, are they still alive? Incredible. Stewart called for the foul, and now some pressure free throws are going to have to be made by Woodard. And make no mistake about it, these are pressure free throws. Woodard tonight, 3 of 4 at the line. Ludwigsburg, 16 of 24 as a team. Stewart, meanwhile, has exited the contest after picking up his 5th foul. And there's a man that likes the pressure situation, and he even goes through the routine of getting getting a 5 from his teammates on both sides of the line, even though none of them were there. The ghost 5s. He only makes 1 of 2. And they were in the lane too early. Cluj Napoca, and I'm guessing, yeah, there's no doubt. Bircevic, he was in too early. Trying to make sure he boxed out Polas Bartolo. Huge free throw. Dustin Hogue has fouled out. Stewart has fouled out. Woodard on the second attempt makes it and takes it back up to a 6-point lead. Will they look for a 3 here? Possibly. They don't have to, but they need to go quick. Brown hesitates, gets it to the corner. It's going to be Guzman for 3. It's not there. Great rebound, though, and put back from Bircevic. Back to a 4-point deficit. And they have called a technical foul on Bircevic, who went over the line. He realized immediately and tried to jump back. But the referee didn't hesitate, and I'm guessing they've already warned him. And that's why they've called the technical. So Woodard, well, they catch a break. They missed the free throw. So Nandor Kuti comes in. And they do inbound it. And they get it over to Hulls. Bircevic went down looking to get the foul. Now they've called the foul on Kuti. And Stepanovic has just come out. At the end of this play, look at Stepanovic. What is he doing? Stepanovic ran out onto the floor to protest over what he thought was a foul. That has to be, as badly as he has played tonight, that has to be the biggest boneheaded play that he has made, and I guess he's gotten away with it because they haven't called a technical. Oh no, they have called the technical. They have called the technical on Stepanovic. I mean, he has just been utterly ridiculous. I mean, you can play badly and go out of the game, but you don't run onto the floor to protest in that situation. That is almost unforgivable. So Hulls makes the technical, and now he makes the first free throw. Wow. Complete and utter loss of composure by Andrija Stepanovic. Any chance you just had just evaporated. You let yourself down, you let your teammates down. Richard drills a three, cuts it back to a 4-point game, and they commit the foul on Simon, but it looks like it's going to be Ludwigsburg traveling to Bilbao for the Final Four, and Cluj Napoca.
Could you try again?
They've shown an incredible fight tonight as they tried to battle back, and they have battled back, but the mountain turned out to be too big for them to come back, and a little bit of indiscipline in the end has really hurt them. Missed free throws obviously have really been ruinous. And some of the fans that are disappointed now throwing streamers onto the court. And Stepanovic, well, it's unfortunate that the game is going to be delayed here at the end. So 1.5 seconds remain. I mean, these referees, they are not going to get all the calls right. We saw the kicked ball that they did not get right. But at the end of the day, they've also made a lot of good calls, and that is not the cause of this Cluj Napoca team losing tonight. Not only have they shot 53.85% Tempest and really dictated the way this game was going to be played. If there is a good thing to be said about Cluj Napoca tonight, other than this incredible fan base, it's been the way that they have continued to fight, to battle, and they took it all the way to the end, and that is going to be it. So disappointment for Cluj Napoca at home, but what a celebration this Ludwigsburg team is going to have after the game back in the locker room. And as they go back to Germany, they have played a whale of a quarterfinal series. They battled back from an 0-1 deficit, and you just have to credit them, the mental fortitude and the toughness and the way they got after it defensively. They came into hostile territory tonight where they had lost game one, and they won this game with their defense. And finally, some good sportsmanship prevailing here at the end. as Bircevic and the Cluj Napoca team, who obviously very disappointed, congratulating MHP for coming out and getting a big win on the road tonight. So the dream season of Cluj Napoca has come to an end here at home. And MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg, who have been about as tough defensively as any team in Europe this season, have been able to ride that defense to the Final Four. And I don't know what Stepanovic is doing as he storms off the court. It looks like he wasn't too happy at the end. So we will wait and see how things unfold here, but a lot to learn for Cluj Napoca after this. They've had an amazing season. They've had a lot more pluses than minuses, but at the end of the day, it came down to one game, and they just were not the better team tonight. But you can take nothing away from the spirit, the heart and soul of this team, the way they came out and really captured the imagination, really not only of their own fans here in Romania, but really all over Europe. Let's listen to Jordan Holmes.
I guess it was one of the, let's say, most crazy evenings in your career. Describe us what happened tonight.
Yeah, it's an awesome atmosphere here. The fans are great. We knew it was going to be a hard-fought battle. They're a good team. And when the crowd gets behind them, they're really good, you know. So we wanted to come in here and, play as hard as we could and get the win, and I'm glad that we were able to do that.
The gap was in between like 20 points almost. In the end, it was quite close. You feel like you could really lose it?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, they're going to make a run. They're a good team. They hit a lot of threes. They have a lot of good sets, and when we relax, they get comfortable and they make big plays. So, but a lot of credit to our guys too. We hung in there, took care of the ball, knocked down big free throws at the end, and I'm glad we're able to move on to the Final Four.
Yeah, and when you move on to the Final Four, there can only be one goal. Yeah, tell us about your expectations for this one.
Yeah, I mean, we came into this thing, maybe not a lot of people thought we would be good enough to get to where we are now, and hopefully we can keep this thing going. It's going to be a hard-fought battle no matter who we're playing next, so we're excited for the challenge.
All the best for this. Thank you.
Well, they're playing Baxi Manresa, so look out. That's going to be a tough game, but if you can come to a place like this and win Ludwigsburg with that kind of
this victory tonight, I guess it was not evening here.
When they started the game, throwing all the white things on the court, like, these are the games you live for. Like, it doesn't get any better than this. So playing against a crowd like this, like, it's really what you play the game for. So, we just had to step up to the moment. Credit to our guys. They all stepped up. Everybody who came in brought something. So we got it done.
You had like almost 20 points in front. In the end, it was quite close. What was the reason they came back into the game?
They hit a couple big threes. We had some key breakdowns on defense at the same time. So they just, they're a team that's not going to go away. They're not going to hand you the game. You got to go get it. So we had to go take it.
Tell us about the match plan for Bilbao.
Hey, man, I'm ready to go. That's all I'm saying. Ready to go. I'm happy you got there. That was the goal for the last few months. So ready to make it happen, man.
All the best for this. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Well, the game was a thing of beauty overall tonight, but what we did see was an incredible fighting spirit by Cluj Napoca and MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg. These two teams trading blows. And it's always going to get scrappy when the stakes get high, but you can't let indiscipline hurt your chances too much. Here's Dustin Hogue.
It was almost 20 points. In the end, you came back. Tell us about your feelings now. I guess quite disappointed.
They came out to an aggressive start. They was able to come out and limit us to turnovers, and they was able to get offensive rebounds too. So they came out strong, and we had to crawl back. And with that type of team, it's always hard being down by that many points early on. So I think we did a good job fighting in the second half, and it's a bittersweet feeling because they came out strong and we was able to battle back, but we wasn't able to close it in enough. So congratulations to them. We're not a team that make excuses. They came out, they played great in an away game. We give them their credit, and it's just unfortunate we wasn't able to fully mount the comeback.
It is an amazing and special atmosphere you have here. Was this also a reason why maybe, let's say, in the beginning and the second part of the match was not too easy to play because the focus was not there maybe?
I think that we just, with that type of team, you got to take the fight to them first. And when they come out and they punch you in the mouth first, you give them all the momentum. So I think that in the second half, our fans came out, it was loud, and they used this energy, and we was able to come back in the second half. But we can't be down by that much in the first half and expect a full comeback.
That's up. Thank you.
Well, that was a great analysis by Dustin Hogue. I mean, you look at his numbers, and really there was no better player tonight for this Cluj Napoca team. But those 0 for 7 line from the free throw line, when you lose by 6 points, you know, it's pretty symbolic of the way things went for this Cluj Napoca team. I mean, he was the heart and soul of their effort, but in the end, it was their wayward free throw shooting overall that really hurt them. Hogue was 0-7, and well, really, I mean, he was the biggest defender. Everybody else was pretty decent. So that's the tough pill to swallow for him. But you can never get on a guy who plays as hard as he did, even if he misses that many free throws. He laid it all out there. So you look at the free throw shooting, you look at the steals, the assists, the rebounds. Cluj Napoca won that battle, which was pretty, you know, helped them stay in the game. They had 13 more rebounds, but the turnovers were just too much to overcome tonight. 25 turnovers and a lot of points scored off those turnovers for Ludwigsburg. In fact, 25 points scored off of the Cluj Napoca turnovers. So no smiles really in that team photo at the end for Cluj Napoca, but overall, the fact that they made this far to a Game 3, an incredible season, and you have to tip your hat to them. They deserve to make it this far, but you also have to say that MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg deserved to get to the Final Four. Well, the second half started exactly as Cluj needed. They were down by 14 points. Berchevich came out, hit a couple of threes, and that forced a timeout from John Patrick. And then coming right out, they get this jump shot from Simon, who also comes out of this game with a lot of credit for what he did. Stepanovic scored there, but only had 4 points. Stepanovic with 5 of his team's 25 turnovers. Time and time again, it seemed like Ludwigsburg were able to find the open man when they were facing pressure. Hogue with that sensational putback jam. And then scoring there with the quick release off the pass from Stepanovic, who did have 5 assists to his credit. That was the putback jam from Hogue. And then that was the other basket for Stepanovic, the runner. But Radabal, you heard what he said. When you're a player, you live for games like these. He had 15 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. I'll say Simon had a good game. He was tough. Richard, with that 3, gave them a little bit of hope late. That was an NBA 3. And then Stewart with the 3-point play opportunity. But Simon with that dunk coming in from the baseline pretty much iced it.
Yeah, thanks for your time.
Here's Patrick Richard.
The game seemed to be already lost. You came back so strong, and in the end, yeah, it was not enough.
I mean, we showed a lot of character. This team, we've been fighting all season, from qualifications, having to fight to just even getting Champions League, from fighting through the groups, winning the first 2 groups, just fighting. So we wasn't going to give up. Obviously, we didn't play our best game. You know, kudos to those guys. They're very tough. And congratulations to them.
How much influence, from your point of view, had this, let's say, loud crowd today? Was this something that could influence you?
Yeah, I mean, our crowd was amazing. We brought something very special to Romania this season, to bring 10,000 people more than one time, you know, to this gym to witness big-time basketball. I hope these guys enjoyed it. Of course, we lost the game. You know, we're all disappointed, but I think it's a step in the right direction for this country. And I'm upset and disappointed, you know, we let them down, but we definitely should be proud about what we accomplished this season.
You definitely can be. Thank you.
Thanks, man.
So that was Patrick Richard's comments, and he could not have been any more accurate with those. So 79-73, MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg win it over Cluj Napoca to advance to the Final Four. Thanks for watching.